if it goes forward. You guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Let's reload this page and make sure that you're all here. Is it going forward? Are we on? Are we live? I think we're going. Oh, there we are. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jack Malacco for Beardbrand here for the second live stream. This is pretty exciting, guys. I've never had the opportunity to do this, but here we are. So today we're going to kind of go a little bit behind the scenes of what I do. I'm the YouTube coordinator here at Beardbrand. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an insight of what's going to be happening with the channel in the future, and we're going to give you guys the opportunity to win some stuff today. Today, like last week, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to give you guys the chance to win a free Silverline wash and softener for your beards in the travel size that looks like these bad boys right here. So all you guys need to do to win the travel size wash and softener from the Silverline is comment in the live chat, "I want some wash and softener." Okay? That's all it takes. At the end of the stream, we'll pick 3 winners. We've got Eric on the other side of the camera. We've also got Sylvester and Derek helping us out with you guys answering the comments. And we're going to pick 3 winners and give you guys some wash and softener for your beards from the Silverline. But first, let's go ahead and talk about our agenda today. This one's not going to be quite as long as our live stream last time. We did about an hour. We're probably going to go maybe a little bit over 30 minutes this time. We're going to talk about mostly YouTube things, though, in the future of what's going to be going on our channel, at least in 2018 and towards the end of this year. So, first things first, let's talk about the year. So, we're a little bit over, I'd say, yeah, we're a little bit over 2 months on the growing of my beard so far. So you guys can see in real time, I've talked about my weaker cheeks, my weaker mustache. You can really get an opportunity to see that without me editing the videos or throwing in any special effects or anything. This is what it looks like. This is exactly how my beard looks every single day. What I normally do in the morning is I throw a little bit of oil in there right after I hop out of the shower, throw a little bit of that styling balm, whichever scent I've picked for my beard oil, and then I run my boar bristle brush through there, and I go about my day. So you can see that. Pretty good coverage. And I just discovered some pretty awesome razor blades last night, so I think I'll be making a video about that pretty soon, talking about the difference of the razor blades that I've just gotten yesterday versus the ones that I've been using to line up my cheeks and line up my neckline. So you can look forward to seeing that pretty soon on the channel. But what I also wanted to talk to you guys about is I'm going to be in Florida next week, so you can expect to see my awesome parents' house again for 2 weeks from now for my update. So keep it posted for that. That'll be week, I believe, 11. You guys will see that. But what I really wanted to talk to you about in terms of years is tomorrow on the channel, we're going to have a familiar face back on, and he's actually just completed his year. He's been growing his beard out for 365 days. He's just about to hit the year. I think December 31st is the 365th day. He's been on the channel before. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm just going to say he has been on the channel before, and he does rock a patchier beard. So for all of you that are commenting down below and on my videos that my beard comes in a little bit too thick for you guys to relate to, this guy will be your guy. He's got that patchy beard, and I think you guys will be able to relate to him a little bit better. He's going to give you guys 4 awesome tips for growing your own beard if you go ahead and decide to do that. We'll have that video up tomorrow, and he'll have a link to his own channel in the description of that video. So you can go ahead and you can go back and watch some of his videos of him growing out the beard. We posted videos from him before, so you can also see what he's done for us. But like I said, I'm not going to spoil that at all. Let's see how many viewers we have right now. We're up to just shy of 250 right now. That's awesome. Looks like people are starting to file in. This is really cool. But what I'm going to talk about now is a new series that I'm thinking about launching in the next coming weeks. That's right, we're not just going to be content with what we have right now. We have the studio videos and we have the barbershop videos, but we're going to expand our studio videos to be a little bit more structured and have a bit more of a series to them, at least in the next coming weeks and more into 2018. So the one I really wanted to talk to you guys about today is a series called Style Science. Now, of course, that's still a working title. We're still working on some of the kinks. It's work in progress right now. But what that is, in essence, is a series that'll talk about the whys. You know, you'll go on to YouTube and you'll maybe search, why does my beard have terminal growth? Or why do we use certain beard softeners? Or why do we use boar bristle brushes on our beards? Why can't we use a normal beard? This will go into the science behind why everything works the way it does within style. Now, that's not just limited to our beards and our hair. We're going to go into things maybe like your fashion, like why certain things will look good with what you're wearing, or why our beards look better on certain face shapes, things like that. But the main point of it is to go into the scientific reasoning behind it. So you're going to have some hardcore evidence behind everything that we say. So we're not just kind of sitting down and doing a stream of conscience. This is more of a structured series. Of course, if we run out of stuff to talk about in that one, we won't just wing it with that one. This one, like I said, will be more structured. So we're really going to put a lot of thought and care into this. We don't want to just immediately start filming this one. And that's why it hasn't premiered yet. We're still working out some of it. I've been doing a lot of research, learning all about beards, all about hair, all about science, so that we can give you guys the absolute best advice and the best science behind everything that we do. How are we doing? Oh, we lost a few viewers. That's all right. People saw there wasn't Eric in the Eric on camera, and they must have tuned out. Anyway, some more good news about the YouTube channel is there's another change that's coming next week. I'm not trying to blow your minds, guys, and say that everything's changing right away. Things will change little by little so that it doesn't freak everybody out and throw off the flow of everything. But we've got a really cool series starting next week because we've got a new personality on the channel. And like the guy who's appearing on our channel tomorrow, you have seen this guy, and you do see this guy very often, but that's Mahesh. That's right, Mahesh Hayward is actually a personality on the channel now. He met up with Carlos the other day. They filmed some awesome videos. They got him all knocked out. And Mahesh is going to be telling you guys some of his views on his beard, on what you guys can do for your beard, to take care of it, to style it, and to make sure that it can continue to grow if you're going for a longer beard and going for the different styles that you want. He's also got years of barbering experience for any type of hairstyle that you've ever wanted or wondered about. So now you can actually see what the description behind a fade versus a blend is, or what an executive contour really means versus maybe a pompadour. Mahesh has all the answers that you'll ever want and more. And he's got this really cool style of doing it. I've been editing the videos for that today. They look awesome. Carlos did a fantastic job filming those. We're gonna try and get the first one up next week. And it will be Mahesh's beard routine. So he'll give you the insight on what he does for his own beard, and you can take the lessons that he teaches in that and apply it to your own. What's really cool about the series, though, is it has ASMR quality about it. They filmed it inside Carlos's house, so they had complete isolated audio, and through playing through a few things with the audio settings, I was able to make it so that this series sounds probably as one of the best we've ever done, and it looks great too. It's a very peaceful thing. Mahesh's voice works very well for ASMR qualities. There's nothing super loud or super jarring. It's kind of almost as if an old wise man was giving you some advice on your beard. It's a really cool series. I'm really excited to premiere it next week. I think you guys will really like it too. So, I want to hear what you guys have to say about these new series, though. Let's take a look at what's going on in the comments. Do we have anybody giving feedback, guys? Eric, Derek, and Sylvester, anyone saying anything about the Style Science series or Mahesh's new series?
People are pretty excited about Mahesh.
Definitely. I think it'll be really cool. Yeah, the Master Barber will finally have his own series. It seemed like his Keep On Growing video did really well. We actually went ahead and there was a lot of footage that didn't make it into that. So maybe eventually we'll release the full over an hour long version of that. But the idea behind this new series is you'll get more time to see the personal side of Mahesh and see his personal views on things. Because when he's on the channel doing the barbershop stuff, it's more of Mahesh, the banter master, versus Mahesh, the master barber, or Mahesh, the wise man behind his years of barbering. So this is a more raw version of him. It's very cool. It's sort of in the way that Eric and Carlos do their videos, their studio ones. So it's very kind of laid back. You know, he's sitting on the couch. It's very kind of, I wouldn't say low energy, but it's very relaxing, which is cool. And I'm looking forward to showing you guys that. So look for that one next week. And then, oh, another fun thing that we've got on Christmas actually is, I'm pondering whether or not I want to spoil it, but I'll give you a little bit of a hint for what you can look for. It takes place in the Gentlemen and Rogues Club, and it does have to do with Dave the Outcast Barber and Craig the Barber at Gentlemen and Rogues, involving two other barbers and a little bit of a competition. It's a really fun video. I'm not going to spoil anything besides that. You can look for that one on Christmas. It's going to air at our normal time, 10 o'clock Central. It's a little bit of a competition amongst the barbers, so that'll be really fun for you guys to check out. Don't forget, guys, if you're just tuning in right now, to comment in the live chat, I want beard softener and beard wash. We're giving you guys the chance to win free Silverline wash and softener travel sizes like these bad boys right here. You guys can get the Spice Citrus, you guys can get the Tea Tree, Tree Ranger, your choice. It's on you. We're going to pick 3 winners at the very end of this live stream. We're not going to go the full hour like we did last week. This one's more of a casual one, just kind of giving you guys the behind the scenes on what I do as the YouTube coordinator, what you guys can look forward to. But remember, just comment in the live chat, I want beard wash and beard softener, and you'll be entered automatically to win at the end of the chat. We're going to pick 3 winners. Another thing that you guys can look forward to on our channel is we're looking at reviving a little smaller series that we did sometime last year called the Let's Talk series. I don't know if you guys remember Clayton Cook. He was a good personality on the channel, and what he did for a few videos was talk about other people's beards. He talked about athletes' beards and actors' beards, and we're looking to actually expand that and turn that into a series talking about all sorts of people's beards, from TV shows to athletes to other YouTubers. Really, it comes down to what you guys feel like you want to hear about. It'll go on a week-to-week basis. We'll talk about the style, we'll talk about what maybe that person can do to improve. We can talk about what you guys can do to achieve that style that that person has. And it'll definitely depend on what's popular at the time. Say Game of Thrones is coming back around, we'll talk about Game of Thrones beards. It's still work in progress, just like the Style Science project, but that's definitely something that we want to work on and get out to you guys so that we can have more structured series on the channel besides just our every once in a while studio videos and the barbershop series. So that'll be something you guys can look forward to in the future within 2018. That'll be a fun thing to do.
Hey, just a heads up, guys. You only need to enter once.
Yeah, guys, if you guys are commenting more than once in the channel, it's not going to give you more of a chance to win. We're just going to take your name one time. We did this last week as well. You don't need to spam the comments and do it a million times. Just comment, I want beard wash, beard softener, and we'll enter you the one time to win the Silverline wash and softener travel size. Okay? Don't need to do it a million times. All right, let's get into what I really want to talk to you about, and that's interacting with you guys. I want to hear your questions. I want to answer some questions that you guys have. I know we have conversations down in the comments, but now I want to talk to you guys in real time and answer your comments and answer your questions that you have. So do we have any that have jumped out at you guys? Sylvester, Derek, Eric? Maybe that kind of rhymed.
Yeah, I got a few of them.
Okay.
Just giving my shouts outs to the people and trying to keep an eye on all the entries. But we got Strawberry Milk 121 says Jack is the handsomest man ever. Fact.
I hope that's not my mom or someone. I think my parents might be watching this, so be nice in the comments, guys. I'm sure my brother is, so that's probably awkward.
All right, so here's a personal question.
Sure.
From Omar.
Okay.
Hey Jack, why did you go for the high cheek line when there is a small dip by your stash? What's your reasoning?
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is a great one. I actually used to shave my beard all the way down to here. It was only recently, actually, when I started working at Beardbrand, that I really started letting it grow all the way up. And I do shave in the little bit of a cheek line right there. You can see, because I actually do like the way it slopes down there. I used to be very self-conscious about that, and I'll eventually probably make a video about this. I've mentioned it before in some of my eared updates. I was always self-conscious because it doesn't grow right there, but I think that serves as a great example for you guys that are growing the beard or growing the beard right now, that you won't get coverage everywhere. I mean, my beard comes in relatively thick, not as thick as I think, but you all in the comments seem to say it comes in pretty thick, so that's cool. But I have never been able to grow right there. It just, there's no hair there at all. I've given it 3 months, I've given it 5 months, nothing at all. This used to not even grow right there, these little connections. My mustache used to be completely disconnected. It was only really up until I was about 20. I'm 23 now. I know everyone thinks I'm older, but I'm only 23. And my beard actually did not connect at all until I was 20. I showed in my speed and density issue video, I think that was the update 3, that I used to rock a chin strap in high school, and then in college I rocked a Balbo style where I just had the mustache and chin growth. And it wasn't really until I was 20 when it started connecting that I started letting it grow. And like I said, I really didn't let this grow until I started working at Beardbrand, when I felt completely comfortable showing everyone that this is how my beard is. And that's what's been a great thing about working here is, I don't know if you guys know this, I used to be a fan. Right from the beginning, I was a fan of Beardbrand. I used to search how to grow my own beard. And
I thought you were always a human.
yeah, I'm a human and a fan. I'm actually a hybrid. I would search how to grow my own beard, and I found Eric, and I found Carlos, and I found Jeff and Greg, and I've been watching them since the beginning. So it's been really cool to have this opportunity to actually be a part of the channel. And I've become more comfortable with my own self-image and my own beard through working here and through making this Yeared series. So it's been cool. So that's really, in a long way of saying it, why I let this grow all the way up instead of shaving it down so that it's more dramatic right there. It's kind of a, I guess you would call it a John Wick style beard. If you've ever seen the movie John Wick, Keanu Reeves grows a beard similar to this. His is a little bit thicker in the mustache and a little thinner on the cheeks, but his dips down just like that, so I've always kind of liked that. Any other questions that you guys have been looking at? Let's see.
Sylvester and Derek.
Oh, here's one. I can answer this one real quick. Sorry, I'm going to just put on my glasses. Seif, I think, asked, any tips on short maintained beards for a 17-year-old? Yeah, of course. So one of the things that you'll want to do if you want a short beard, and this is my own personal recommendation, is get yourself a beard trimmer. I know that we recommend that you go to a barber shop, and that's awesome, but if you're young and you can't necessarily afford to go to a barber shop all the time, invest in a beard trimmer. It's a great thing to do. The kind that actually has the grade plastic that slips over the top, like a Norelco multi-groom is what I used, and what I used to use when I was your age. And I've been using that since I was, I believe, 18. You can just throw in the grade that you want and give yourself a quick one over. When you're growing a beard at 17, it's not going to be the thickest and the biggest, so if you're able to just trim it down every few weeks, get to the grade that you want, that works just fine. But just like I'll mention in my neck beard video that went up last Friday, if you're not comfortable giving yourself a blend or a trim, by all means, take it to a barber shop or take it to a stylist. There's no shame in that at all. I'm still not 100% comfortable trimming or blending my own beard. So if you're comfortable, invest in the beard trimmer. If you're not, go to the barber shop. Let them know what you want. Feel free to show them the barbershop videos that we've created. That's why they're there for you. They're there to teach you guys, not only just to entertain. Show them the end result of what you want. Give your barber or your stylist an example of what you want, and they'll give you the closest thing that you can have. And communication is absolutely key when you do this. If you don't tell your barber or your stylist what you want, how can you expect them to give you what you want? Keep that in mind, okay? All right. Any other questions you guys?
Yeah, I got a couple of questions.
Cool.
Tim S. asked, what is the first facial hair that you rocked?
The first facial hair that I rocked? That's a good question. It's actually a very weird style, but what's kind of cool is we actually just featured this style recently with Greg Brzezinski's video that he did with his son Victor. I was really only able to grow hair on my cheeks at the beginning. No mustache at all, like whatsoever. It was really weird. I would get these pretty much just here. It wouldn't even grow up. A lot of people say my hair is already growing up to like my eyes, but really where this line is, that's all of where it would grow. Does Trey get that, or is Trey leaving comments? Sorry. We've got some other people in our office actually comment, so I don't know why they are. They could obviously just ask me questions in real time. But anyway, yeah, it would just grow on my cheeks at first. No chin and no mustache at all. And that was when I was, I'd say 14, 15. And then once I was 15, going into 16, I was able to grow a pretty good goatee. And I actually grew up surfing in San Diego. I'm from San Diego, originally California. And surfing was a big part of my life growing up. So I grew out this weird little goatee. And I rocked that for the longest time. I shaved my cheeks, mustache didn't come in at all, and I kind of looked like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. I had really long blonde hair. Maybe I'll find some pictures from that and show you guys. I'm thinking about doing a video on my bearded journey. I know Eric has made one. We'd love to get one with Carlos. Maybe Greg could do one himself. He's already talked about that a little bit, but maybe do a formal series of those. And maybe I can dig up those pictures and show you guys my creepy little shaggy goatee that I used to rock. From there, I went to the chin strap and then the mustache to the Balbo style, and then now I'm rocking the beard. Just a reminder, guys, if you're just joining in or if you forgot or whatever, go ahead and enter the comments into the live chat. I want to win free beard wash and softener. We'll enter you guys into a drawing. We're giving you guys the chance to win these bad boys right here. Free Silverline beard wash and beard softeners. At the end of the stream, we'll choose 3, count them 3, winners. We'll get you guys all set up afterwards, after the stream, and we'll get those to you guys immediately. But you have to watch till the end of the stream. You have to be here. We're not going to contact you if you're not in the stream, because when we draw these, we're going to say your name on camera, and if you don't respond, you don't win. That's the way it works. All right. Any more questions, guys?
Yeah, Jack, I got one for you.
Cool.
Mr. Jimmy Pops is asking, Jack, are you going to taper your beard?
Am I going to taper my beard? First of all, Jimmy Pops, is that a reference to Bloodhound Gang? Love that band. All right, Mr. Pop. That's a good question. I am definitely going to trim my beard. Now, I say that with a bit of background first. Let me explain that. I'm not going to trim any length or anything like that. I'm going to let this thing go down and out a little bit. It's going to go wild. Don't worry. I'm not trimming it completely. But what I am going to do is I am going to have the dead ends cut off, and I am going to have it trimmed so that it can grow in the right direction. If I were to completely let this go wild, it would grow just completely out, and I can tame that to a certain extent, but I know my beard. I've grown it out before, and if I were to go without any trims whatsoever, without getting some of those dead ends off, I would either hit one, terminal length, where it would just get to those split ends and just die and just not go any further, or it would just go completely insane, and that would look awful. Plus, that gives me the opportunity to show you guys how I can communicate with my barber or my stylist. I'm considering doing one of these when I go down to Florida next week. I'm going to be in South Florida. I might be paying a visit to my barber down there, and I can show you guys how you can communicate with your barber to achieve the beard style that you want. And maybe if you are growing a beard, how you can get that trim done for terminal length or to get the split ends cut off. So, yes, to answer your question, I will be tapering it, sort of. All right? Let's see. What else? Oh, here's a good one. Ali Najar asks, what am I going to do after my beard? Whew. That's a good question. I might go for a tweard, honestly. I think my friends and family would hate me if I did that. A tweard, by the way, is a 2-year beard when you let it keep going. I've a little bit of a background on this. I've never grown my beard out past, let's say 5 months. So when I shaved my beard completely off for this series during my wet shave tutorial, my beard was at 5 months length. I'm sorry, just 5 months of growth. I say that because I've gotten it trimmed multiple times, probably 5 times from when I first started growing it. I shaved it completely off for my graduation ceremony from college in May, and then from May up until October, that's how long I was growing it. But I'd gotten 3 professional trims done on it, 1 in Florida and 2 here in Austin, and then I'd done 1 on myself with a grade 2 all around besides the mustache. I typically don't shave or trim my mustache at all because I like mustaches that cover lips, if that makes any sense. Basically the way that Carlos, Greg, and Eric wear their mustache, where you really can't see their mouth at all. That's the kind of mustache that I eventually want to have. I don't really plan to ever trim my mustache higher than my lips anymore. Once I grow this out, I think I'll probably just let my mouth disappear behind my mustache. So, to go back to your question, I will probably try and go for a tweed after my year. But we'll see, depending on how my friends and family react.
You see Joseph's question?
What did
So let's give them last chance for entries, and then that way I'll have time to sort them and cut out the duplicates, and then draw the winners.
All right, so just a last reminder, guys. We're getting close to the end of the stream. We're only going to go a little bit over a half hour today. We're not going to do the full hour. This is your last chance to enter into our drawing and win free Silverline treble size silver wash and softener for your beard. You get to choose what scent you want, what fragrance you want. All you have to say is, I want beard wash and beard softener in the comments. We'll enter you into the drawing and we'll pick 3 winners, but you have to stay around to the end of the stream. We're wrapping up pretty soon, but this is your last chance. We're gonna cut it off right after this. So let the last ones come in. I see a few of them coming in. Sam Jones, I think we're gonna cut it off after you. Oh, last few, Jordan Palmer. All right, let's cut it off. Okay, that's your chance. No more, we're gonna cut them off there. And we're gonna pick 3. Okay, Derek and Sylvester, do we have any more questions that we want? Or that you guys saw that were pretty interesting? I can look at them here and see if there are any that I want to personally answer myself that I see.
I got some questions. Talk about lanolin as an ingredient.
Lanolin as an ingredient. That's a good question for a video. We might actually do that a little bit more. I want to do more research on that myself, and I want to talk about the science behind that and why we use it in certain products and why it's good for your beard. That will go into what I talked about earlier in this stream, the style science series that we want to do towards the end of this year or maybe in early 2018. So you can look forward to a video on that soonish, okay? Let's see what else.
I'll check in with that real quick.
Oh, come on in here. Okay, we got Eric.
So lanolin is it's a grease from the sheep's wool, and it's a really incredible ingredient. And the person who asked about it commented on it. Its smell, and I've noticed that if you get a refined enough lanolin, it's not going to have a smell that affects the overall fragrance of the product. Our mustache wax uses it, our utility balm uses it, and the reason it's a great product is because it matches closely to your essentially your skin type, because it is a natural product that's squeezed from the wool of sheep. So I love lanolin. I think it's an awesome ingredient. A lot of believe it or not, a lot of women will use it when breastfeeding for tender areas. So
we'll leave it at that. So that'll answer your question about that. We can get into it a little bit more about lanolin in the style series, guys. But for now, that's a quick and dirty answer of what you guys want to know about lanolin.
I got one for you, Jack.
Sure. Hit me with it, Sylvester.
Stephen Miller asked,
Stephen Miller.
My beard is dark, but my stash is blonde. Should he dye it?
Oh, that's a good question. Because I actually had a similar thing go on with mine. For the longest time, and I will probably make a video about this, just like with pretty much everything else I talked about, my mustache actually comes in a bit lighter than the rest of my beard. You can actually see there's a lot of different colors going on in my beard. There's reds, there's a couple blonde hairs in there, especially up near the tash, and there's some really dark brown hairs. For me, I actually used to dye my beard to get it a more consistent color all across the board. But really, it comes down to personal preference for you. If you are uncomfortable with the look of your mustache, if you can't really see it at all versus the darkness of your beard, maybe just try it out. I wouldn't suggest going the full route and doing a full-on professional dye job where it's going to look like that forever. Maybe just get yourself a temporary dye, try and match it to the color of your beard, see how that looks, and maybe go with a more permanent solution if you like how it looks. We've actually got a video coming out pretty soon that deals with that. Keep an eye on that. Greg will talk about that a little bit more in the next few coming weeks. So keep your eye on the channel on a Sunday for Greg's topic on dyeing your beard. Okay, and it doesn't have anything to do with the grayness. It's actually a fun video about temporary dye.
A lot of people are also asking about personal support. Can you talk about contacting
Personal
our
support?
team and Sylvester and Derek, who are
Yeah,
on the
of course.
channel?
So guys, we've got an awesome customer support team here. They will help you out with anything that you need. You can hit them up on our website. There's a little support thing down in the corner. You can just click on that and let us know what your problem is, or you can hit us up at the email address is support@beardbrand.com. These guys, Sylvester and Derek, you can see them in the comments. They're responding to some of your stuff along with Eric. They will hook you guys up. They are the most caring and the most awesome guys. Anything that you have wrong is, or maybe you just want to say, hey, I love my beard oil, or I love my balm, or whatever. They're there for you guys. Just like how I am down in the comments, or how Josh is on social media, Derek and Sylvester are your two gentlemen that'll set you up with any support needs, all right? So we're getting close to that 30-minute mark, trying to cut this thing a little bit shorter than we did last week. It looks like we are going to start doing our drawings for...
I'm not ready.
Oh, not ready? Okay, so maybe we have a couple more questions and then we can do the drawings. Any more questions, Sylvester and Derek, that you guys saw that really jumped out at you? I can also just look at one. I've got one here from Claudio if you guys don't have one.
So Hawk Starwind asked, Jack, do you prefer beard oil with the scent or unscented?
I like scented. I really like scented. My favorite go-to is Old Honey. I really like that. It almost serves as a cologne for me in my beard because my beard's a little bit thicker. It clings to those hairs and smells great. I like to use that every single morning. My other scent that I like to use is tea tree because it's got that nice kind of minty smell and it's very calming. It smells really good on the mustache. It doesn't linger as like a super long thing, so it doesn't like overpower you throughout the day or make you lightheaded or anything. But my go-to would definitely be Old Money, which is a pretty strong fragrance. So yes, I would absolutely love that. Temple Smoke is a little bit of a newer scent for me. I just started using that recently. It's more subtle than I'm used to, but I actually really like that. It comes on in little notes throughout the day, which I really like. And if you reapply like I do about halfway through the day, it makes for a really good scent. Pretty much anything through the gold line is money for me. And a little wordplay for you there. Claudio, here, let me answer your question real quick. You asked, does the boar bristle brush help with the growth and thickness of the beard? It does to an extent. It kind of stimulates the hair, but what the boar bristle brush is really going to do for you, and where it's really coming in useful for me during the growing of my beard, is taming the hair. That's a big one. A lot of people don't know about this. Well, we've actually made videos about this. Maybe we'll make another one talking about it a little bit more. But taming your beard is real, and it's an absolutely essential key to growing a beard that will grow in the direction that you want. What that means is give it a bit of a combing or a bit of a brushing every single day. The thickness or the denseness and the roughness of a boar bristle brush helps pull the hair down so that it doesn't grow outward. I'll find a picture for one of my videos and show you guys what my beard looks like when I don't brush it with a boar bristle brush, because this thing just goes out, especially when I let it grow for over 3 months. It just has a mind of its own. And if I don't use that in addition to a little bit of a styling balm, this thing will just get crazy. So I definitely recommend investing in a boar bristle brush. It's like the difference is night and day, guys. And I don't mean to like sound like a complete salesman or anything. I'm serious. It is like a complete night and day difference for me. If you've got a thick beard, this thing will be like your new best friend. I mean, I carry one in my car. Like I'm like brushing my beard on the way to work. It's awesome. So keep in mind, you want to tame your beard if it's growing out or it's going curly or it's getting the mind of its own. Give it a little bit of brushing every single day with that boar bristle brush, and maybe hit up the comb throughout the day, and then it'll start growing the direction that you want. All right? How are we looking on the drawing? Do we have a winner yet?
I'm sorting through all the duplicates, so I'm about halfway through, Jack. You're going to have to keep them entertained.
Okay. How about this one? Keith Calhoun, I didn't know you were in here. Jack, would you rather fight one horse-sized beard or 100 beard-sized horses? Thanks, Keith. Keith is one of the guys in our office. Let me think about that. I'd rather fight 100 beard-sized horses, depending on the beard. If they're like my size beard, I could probably just step on them. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I've got any more questions from you guys, Derek, or
Yeah, I got another one. Sam James Dutton asked, any wash tips or how frequently?
Yeah, this is a great one. I have talked about this a little bit in the past. Don't wash every single day. Just like with your hair, you're not the hair on your head, at least, you're not supposed to wash it every day. That'll strip the oils out of your hair, and it can end up becoming dry and brittle. So Mahesh will actually talk about this a little bit in his video next week, but I definitely don't recommend washing it every single week. What you want to do is like pick a day to do it, and then like the day after, after the next day, so 2 days from that, you'll wash it again. But if you're doing a lot of dirty work during the day, like if you work a really physical job or your face is getting all sweaty and your beard's getting all gross, then maybe you could wash it the next day. But in general, if you're just doing like, you know, like an office job or something like that, there's absolutely no need to wash it every single day. You're just gonna end up drying out your beard. Now, on the other side of that coin, you might want to put in a little bit of softener every day or every other day. You could even leave in the softener just a tiny bit, like maybe just even less than a dime size. Just put that in through your beard, let that kind of just stay in there. I just found this out from one of our new employees. It's such a cool little trick. I want to make a video about this because it's made my beard so much softer throughout the day. In the morning, I just keep finding myself like just stroking my beard because I'm going, wow, this is amazing how much softer my beard is. But don't wash it every day, okay? Okay, that kind of answers your question, Samad. How should we take care of our beard in the shower? Oh, Joshua, your question, should I use the boar bristle brush with wax or oil? Yeah, you can use it with the wax or oil. A lot of people have the concern that they're brushing the product out of their hair or out of their beard. That's not necessarily true. Especially with what we do with our stuff, it's not going to strip out the stuff that you're putting in. But if you want to put in a little bit afterwards, that's totally fine too. But you can definitely use both of them together.
We're getting close. I'm getting close.
Okay. Don't worry, we've still got a couple. Thomas Gregory asks, how do you get the shaving foam and cream really thick? That's a matter of just using a bit more. So there's really two types of ways you can go about this. You can use shave soap, like I've used in the past. In my wet shave tutorial, I used a shave soap, and that worked really, really well. I really like shave soap because you can really control how much of a lather you're going to get with that. But if you want to use a cream, I'd say just use like about a fingertip amount. In the video where I showed how to shave in your neckline and your cheek line in my eared series, I did use the cream to show you guys the difference between the shaving cream versus the shaving soap. So if you want to get more of a thick lather with that, use less water and use more cream, or brush against the soap a bit harder, and you're going to end up getting a much thicker lather.
What's the motion like, Jack?
The motion is a bit of that, okay? So if you got your scuttle, or you can just use your hand, you can just kind of go like that, all right? Let's see if there's...
Okay, I'm going to be drawing.
Okay, Eric's going to draw the first name.
We had 203 entries.
We had 203 entries. That's 230 people watching at this very moment. So that's pretty cool. It looks like most of you guys actually entered this.
Gotta be here to win.
You have to be in the chat. So when I announce your name and say your name, you have to answer in the comments, okay? All right. Who's our first winner?
First winner is Alfredo Escobar.
Alfredo Escobar, are you in here? Let's see, I'm keeping my eye on the chat. Hi to whoever just said hi. I'm ready to lose. Alfredo, are you in here? I don't think Alfredo's in here.
Oh!
Is he not in here? It doesn't look like he's in here. I don't think so. All right.
Give him a couple more. Well, there's a delay. So
oh, there is a delay.
Here.
So, Alfredo.
Hey, Sylvester and Derek, can y'all tell the winners?
If you guys aren't in here, you can't win it.
I see Alfredo Escobar.
Is he here?
I don't see. There he is.
There he is. All right, Alfredo, I see you. There you are. Okay,
Hey.
Awesome, Alfredo. You've just won yourself some free Silverline travel-sized wash and softener.
So,
congratulations.
Can we go to his channel and check it out? Maybe?
Yeah. Are we able to do that, guys? Alfredo, we're going to contact you afterwards, and this goes for the other winners as well. You guys will be able to message us, and we'll contact back and forth with you guys to figure out which fragrance you guys want. We'll get your details, and we'll get you guys the wash and softener sent to you ASAP so that you guys can get that. Keep in mind, we're around the holidays, so it may be a little bit slower than you might expect. because of all the traffic that's going on right now within deliveries.
Okay,
So,
I got the next winner.
all right.
Are we going to keep on calling them?
Yeah, let's keep on calling them because we're at the 40-minute mark now. So,
Okay, it's Evening Pipe.
Evening Pipe, are you in here? That's a pretty cool name, actually. Evening Pipe, are you in there? Come on. Oh, there's still a delay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, there he is. He says woohoo. All right, Evening Pipe, along with Alfredo Escobar, you guys are our first 2 winners. That is dope.
Woo boo.
We'll get you guys all set up and get you guys those sent out. You guys can let us know your fragrances afterwards, and we'll get you set up and have those on their way. Do we want to just do our third now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just do the third.
The third winner is
Let's see.
Joseph Hajerusos.
Okay, Joseph Hajerusos. Is that how you say it? Are you in here? Sorry about your names. We butcher these names pretty well. Oh, there it is. Let's see.
Are you all good with words?
He's here.
There he is. Woo! Yeah, I'm here. All right, Joseph, you are our third and final winner. Awesome. Really glad that we got to do this again. We're trying to do these weekly. Hopefully, we can get Carlos in on one of the next few ones. That would be pretty cool. But we're really glad that you guys were able to come in here, ask some questions, get your answers, learn a little bit about what we're doing in the future with some of our new series. Let you guys know that Mahesh is going to be a personality on the channel for a little bit, at least in the next few coming weeks. Don't worry if you guys lost this week. We'll have these coming up in the next few streams when we do them. Don't worry, you guys will have plenty of opportunities to win free beard swag.
They didn't lose. They just didn't win.
Exactly. You guys didn't lose. You just didn't win this time. So next time around, you guys can win. I'll be down in the comments today answering a couple more of your questions. We're going to look at some of these comments. We actually lost them from last time. That kind of sucks. But I'll save these comments so I can look through. And if you guys have any questions that we've missed, maybe I can shoot you a message on YouTube through your channels, and I can answer your questions. Or we can get them through support. Remember, if you guys have any issues ever with products or anything at all, or you just want to tell us, hey, something was awesome, remember, support@beardbrand.com. Derek and Sylvester will be your guys for that. All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up here. Congratulations to our 3 winners. Thank you so much for joining us this time, guys. Until next time, keep on growing. And now I'm awkwardly going to end the stream.
He said in there, I want to fight.